4x4 time here at Unique Specialty and Classics. This one's a 1996 Ford F-150 Extended Cab Eddie Bauer Edition. Clean Carfax, no accidents indicated. Odometer showing 175, 130. 5.8 liter underneath the hood. That's paired up with an automatic transmission, of course. Nicely equipped with power steering, power brakes, AC. Technician did note that the compressor and clutch do engage in work. Has been converted to 134A. Let's take a look at the chrome grille headlight surrounds up front. Still pictures can be seen at uniqueclassiccars.com. If you're watching this video on YouTube, click on the link down below the video in the description. That's going to take you right to our website. Of course, you can call us 507-386-1726. Riding on the polished aluminum wheels, BF Goodrich all-terrain radials. Tech also noted tires are getting down there as far as tread depth. Paint does show its age a little bit as far as on the hood. As you can see, still a nice looking truck. Titled in Pennsylvania for the majority of its life, and around the wheel wells, lower rockers, from what I've seen on this one, looks pretty darn good. Previous owner states had a fresh oil change before it was brought to us, coolant flush, new springs and shocks up front, and new shocks in the rear. As we look down the passenger side of this, you can see, considering age and miles, the paint still shows well. And again, those lower rockers, you can tell this truck wasn't spending the majority of its life in the Midwest northern states here where a lot of salt is used. This one's looking pretty good. Remember, we do consider trades. Financing is available. Of course, we can assist with transportation, and this vehicle may be eligible for an extended service contract. Consult with your sales associate when you call in or email. Chrome in the rear bumper looking good. It does have a spray-in bed liner. You'll be able to check that out in the still pictures. You can see it has a soft tonneau cover that is foldable. That will fold up. Once again, still pictures, uniqueclassiccars.com. A couple other things to note underneath the hood. K&N air filter has been installed. The tires were date coded 2021, by the way. A little bit of seeping up front on the underside, normal with a truck that's actually driven, and a little bit of play in the upper ball joints, the techs noted. 4x4 works as it should, as well as both fuel tanks. Let's take a look down this driver's side. And again, you can see it's not rusted or rotted away on those lower rockers or around the wheel wells. Little custom touch to this interior I want to show you. There's a seat that has been removed, so it had like a split bench seat set up front, and I'll show you that in just a second. The center console has been added. Looked like it probably is out of like an Expedition. Of course, power windows, power locks, and power mirrors. Tilt column. I mentioned two tanks. Let's go ahead and fire this up. Sony aftermarket stereo. Factory stereo is included. That Sony stereo is working. And right here's your exact miles, 175, 130. Top of the dash looking good. Headliner intact and looking good, and seating surfaces. Nice shape also, and you'll see a ton of interior pictures in with the rest of the still pics. Now, I mentioned that kind of seat setup. There's one that was removed from the center, and that's where that console is put in. There's also the stereo sitting on the floor. That will be put back into the bed of the truck and will go along with it. Just to give you the heads up, let's listen. guess what you'd expect a 5.8 to sound like. No crazy exhaust on this one. All right, let me pause this 1 second. Let's get this hood popped open, check out the engine bay, and then as usual, stick around to the very end of the video. Jason will take it for a drive, show you how it goes down the road. Give you a good look at the underside of the hood right there. And engine bay. Again, 5.8 liter. Mentioned the can air cleaner. And again, power steering, power brakes, AC. Tech did note, AC compressor and clutch. Kick on and off. Doesn't look like the oldest alternator either. That looks newer. Smooth runner. Good power plant, of course, that 5.8. 1996 Ford F-150 extended cab 4x4 Eddie Bauer edition. Call us 507-386-1726. UniqueClassicCars.com. Remember, clean Carfax on this one. We do consider trades. Financing is available. Of course, we can assist with transportation, and this vehicle may be eligible for an extended service contract. Consult with your sales associate when you call in or email.
Hey, did you know that this car qualifies for an extended warranty? It's just like the one you get at your new car dealership, except it covers your classic car instead. It covers all the major components like engine, transmission, drivetrain, and you can get coverage up to 10 years. Repairs aren't cheap. These extended warranties are a no-brainer. Contact us for a quote on this car today.
Today we're driving a 1996 Ford F-150. This is an extended cab and an automatic right here on the column. We have a center storage unit that's been added with cup holders, power outlet, and more. Very nice running truck. What would you call this? A square body Ford? Does that exist? Those straight lines on the side. A good style. This one, the Eddie Bauer edition. A little bit of vibration from one of the tires. That's probably just a flat spot from sitting. Cruise control works as it should. The oil pressure is showing a little over half on the gauge. The coolant temperature a quarter of the way up the gauge. Battery charging over 2/3 on its gauge, and the fuel gauge showing just under half. All that's working as it should. Speedometer working as it should. Very nice condition. Well-maintained truck. A little bit of cracking in the dash, but the door panels, the seats, headliner, that looks good. Brakes working as they should. I have the heat blowing as we cruise today, as it's quite cold out in Minnesota today. This truck corners as it should. Not much lean in it. Corner's pretty flat. Kick down working on that automatic transmission. Factory horn working. We got a tonneau cover. A really good looking F-150. Check out all the pictures of this truck at UniqueClassicCars.com.